Now afterwards, crap, 2 months since we recorded.
I don't know. It's a year since we started. That's all that really matters.
We finally finished Origins. So now let's play Darkspawn Chronicles, the story of if our warden died, and Alistair had to lead this stuff on his own.
When does our warden die?
At the join-in in this DLC. We play as a Darkspawn in the Battle of Denerim, and we slowly pick apart our team until we help the Archdemon kill Alistair.
It's kind of insulting. I regret whatever I
It was... Hold on, Jenna, how much was this when it first came out? Darkspawn Chronicles.
I don't know, like $5 or $10.
Fine that Jenna pays for video games.
Yeah.
You're right.
No, I don't know. Do you? I've never seen you
I
pay for a
don't.
video game.
Video games, I don't.
The joy of PC.
I don't participate in capitalism.
A+.
The joy of
I'm
PC gaming.
We'll live in the woods. We'll go live in the woods with like a really, really long extended cord. I'm gonna turn the lights off.
Yep.
Oh, everyone just glowed red for a second. It's really weird.
So,
You know, I saw a Dragon Age trailer on YouTube the other day because it was my recommended for some reason. And, like, I'm so sorry, like, that. Why are the trailers so good? Is that like a universal thing? Like, that people have, like. It was so good.
it's easy to make a good trailer.
But it was beyond good. I don't know what I was watching, but it was, like, not the game we played. It was really good.
I've never actually played this.
I know how nice, new experience.
Soft point.
So who are you playing as now? Just like generic?
A generic Vanguard of the...
So you're like sorta in charge, not like super in charge.
Okay.
Oh,
I guess when the Darkspawn didn't look like menacing at all, I was just silly.
yeah. Especially from 2 on, because they redesigned most of the Darkspawn.
A lot of like monsters in any folklore at all. They're always based on the scary stuff, like spiders and skulls and skeletons and stuff. But like, they don't have to be evolved from those scary parts of nature. You could have evil befalling your country that came from like caterpillars. Like maybe why spiders? Why not like I was gonna say June bugs, but those are terrifying. So
They bug you?
Ladybugs.
Bugging out too.
Ladybugs or
Hey, Ogre, can you... really... Oh no, a chest-high wall!
anything scary, you magnify it like 10 times. So. Have you guys ever seen a June bug before?
No.
I saw
I
a June
think
bug
I'm okay with that.
for the first time like 3 days ago because there's one living on in a bucket on my deck, and my dad was like, "Oh, there's a June bug over here," and I was like, "Oh, a June bug! That sounds
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
That sounds wonderful." And they're like 4-inch long, thick black beetles with like tusks, and it was I don't know why they're called June bugs.
Maybe they were first discovered in June?
It's July. People are still setting off fireworks, and we're finding June bugs. This country's falling apart. I heard a firework like an hour ago.
It's funny how there was a flash of light when I was driving home, right when I received a text message.
That might have a flash of light.
Yeah, like just a random flash of light in the sky.
It might have been the rapture.
I don't know, I thought it was
I think
lightning.
it's like my religious upbringing, but I think about that all the time. Like if something weird
Yeah.
happens. Do you do that too?
Whenever I see like a beam of light come in the sky, I'm like, wait, is someone coming for
I'm
us?
like, oh my god, is this the-" or like sometimes I'll come home and no one will be home, and I legitimately think, oh my god, they were raptured and I'm left. Like it is a legitimate fear that like it's my first logical like thought.
Yeah.
Like no one's home, oh my god, they were raptured and I got left here. Like that's my first line of thought, and I'm really glad that
I
it's
remember like, what was it, the first? It was the first apocalypse, like the one in like May 2011.
oh yeah.
I remember that one like really distinctly, and I feel like I didn't grow up in like a very like you know
I want to say evangelical.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
Focus on the Rapture is a very evangelical thing.
But I feel like I scared myself into thinking it was going to happen, and I feel like I made it worse for myself. Like nobody told me that the world was gonna end. I just assumed it was gonna.
Like it's weird. Like logically, as a religious person, I look forward to the. It's like it's an important event. It's not supposed to be scary. It's like the greatest thing that could ever happen ever. But like that's why I get scared because it. Like my first line of thought, like, oh wow, my dad isn't home. He must have been taken to heaven, and I'm gonna be left here, and the world's gonna die in fire. And I'm like, I'm terrified. It's weird. I just think of that.
No, I had to go.
And it's like not. Once it worked, we called out someone's order, and they weren't around, and we were like, oh, I wonder what happened to them. It was only like a minute. And my first thought was like, I was like, oh, maybe they were raptured. Like kind of as like a joke because that's like my first go-to. But everyone there was completely like, they thought I was hilarious. They were like, wow, that's a hilarious joke. Like who thinks about that? That's a really good joke, Brittany.
All the
That's
time.
what
And
I
like,
was thinking.
I think about that all the time. I really expected one of them to be like, ah, haha, yeah, I kind of think about that too sometimes. It's not the go-to fear.
Really? There you are, ogre.
He's ogre there.
Gosh darn, I don't think any Shrek ones could follow up.
Oh yeah, he's everything's getting Shrek. Yes, Shrek.
Not too many layers to that one. I am sorry. Oh hey, look, it's the dog.
Shrek Punch should be my domain too.
No, it's just a generic dog, not the dog.
I should be swamped with puns. Shrek Punch.
It's a real dragon, I take it.
Forgot about our dog. We should have romanced our dog.
No, they killed my ogre. Oh wait, hold on. Alistair kept Hal alive.
Yeah, he didn't know he had anything against him.
Gosh darn it, Alistair.
Do you think Alistair would kill anyone on his own? Like, I feel like Alistair would want to keep everyone alive. Even if he didn't super like them that much.
And
I feel like we got a weird characterization of Alistair, like the way everyone talks. We should have had a female warden and we should have romanced him. I feel like you get the full Alistair experience when you romance him. That's what I've heard. Is that true?
Yeah.
Are you just hot or are you like reacting to
No,
Alistair?
I'm not swooning because my face is melted.
Yeah.
hold on, I'll turn on the AC.
Yes, it has
Ira,
not.
can you close the window?
I thought you were like super polar bear. How come you're on the AC like turned down to 60 at all times? And you're like,
Because it's my parents'
You're
electricity.
so noble.
you are, yeah.
Oh gosh darn it! Another ogre rolls up right as I recruit somebody else.
That
Anyway, let's
You need to leave.
way to uproot the ideas, Brittany.
Leave. I
Oh,
am
okay.
sick of more of your bullshit, too.
Well, at least you don't have more bark than bite. But I felt like branching out.
Branching out. I felt like. I don't know.
How come I didn't notice that the first time I played through this that Alistair kept Hal alive? I mean, how did Alistair see the torture chamber? And
Maybe he didn't see it.
fair point.
Is he like fumbling around? Tripping over himself. Stuttering.
He's not that doofy, right? Like,
I don't know.
I know that's the joke.
made-
I haven't
made the
made a
joke. But
female
is he-
warden yet.
I guess I do have a different perspective of him since he's my husband.
No, like, I have that perspective too, but sometimes I think that like, oh, Alistair is like a goofy, lovable idiot is heightened a lot more. And just, I don't know. A weird interpretation. Does the Darkspawn understand English?
I don't think so.
No.
They go into that.
They're slightly organized, like they have factions and ranks.
It's more because of the
What?
Archdeep.
What's
Bold!
that?
Bold!
What was that?
I got shot with a ballista.
Oops.
Well, you ran into a trap. They should have brought you to a character creator for your Darkspawn.
Yeah.
Darkspawn customization.
How am I supposed to get past the
I have never played a game where you get to design a monster. I would love to be able to,
Okay, I would
like,
get that.
okay, I get to design like a human, but design like a monster?
You design like an alien spore.
I was thinking Spore, but Spore's kind of like childish. We should play Spore.
We should.
We just, well, you just create things. We should play Neopets.
You mean with the anarchy going on?
Is it still going on?
No, I actually don't know. It was too hard to look at.
Oh no, an innocent. I wanted to
But
kill
even if
her,
that's not what's
guys.
going on, I would still suggest Neopets because it's Neopets.
I would probably say no because of
That's so
just the
bad.
history I have with it.
Because usually when stuff like what happened on Neopets, usually when that stuff happens, it's because there's like a raid, like a bunch of adults from one website are like, oh, we're gonna go on this kid's website and do stuff. But that was like 100%. Everything that happened was like 100% of Neopets' user base.
Mm-hmm.
It was just them who were already there.
They were just liberated.
They were just
Free from their chains.
That's what's so beautiful about it. It was just adults who had just been on Neopets, and I wonder if the staff realized, oh my god, look at all these adults that were just here. I mean, it was terrible because then there are children, but liberated from their chains.
Oh no, we have to kill our best friend.
Oh, is that the...
Yep, the dwarven crafts guy. He is no more.
Where's Sandal? Do we have to kill Sandal?
You'll see.
Is that his husband?
Like, I don't want... No, it's his, like, adopted son.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah.
no, this is the... Oh, shoot, where's the guy who him and his husband kept making you the armor, and he was so exasperated?
His husband.
Wade?
This is just like accepted in the game.
No, it's accepted. That
Yeah.
was his hub, like, 100% sure.
Yeah.
Who
Oh look, it's Alistair's sister!
What were you gonna say?
I'm just saying what Steve said.
Like, who reacts that way to,
Who reacts that way aside from a husband?
They were married, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I just wish this
Get
was
back
like-
here! Get back here!
I want
He's
to kill
giving you a run for your money.
I can see the appeal.
Get back here! My crew rolled up and took care of him.
Why is it fun to, like, oh, let's look up all the people we met in game and just destroy them? No, don't find Sandal, because remember that thing at the end that happened with Sandal that they
Yeah,
never
with-
explained?
That. Also,
I
still
love
now
that
we
more than
don't
anything
know
in the world.
Brittany, still now we don't know what the heck Sandal did.
It was such a cliche, but
All we know is it was an enchantment of
dwarves
some
can't
kind.
use magic. So Sandal went in there with his bare hands.
And
That's
just
why his name is Sandal.
and just
He
annihilate
went in
it.
there and just, like, chomped them with his sandal.
Gosh darn it.
No, that was great. I love Sandal. He looked like the little brother from Malcolm in the Middle.
He did! Oh my
Hey,
God.
Tegan!
It's my other husband.
The little brother from Malcolm in the Middle?
No, Tegan!
Oh. I was gonna say, Jenna, Dewey was like 6.